Good morning, children. Welcome to my class. How are you, children? Yes, I hope all are keeping fine at home. Okay, children. In last class, we learned so many topics in force. Definition of force, so many types of forces. In force chapter, we learn contact forces, non-contact forces. In contact forces, we learn normal force, tension, and muscular force. In non-contact forces, we learn magnetic force, electrostatic force, and gravitational force. Okay, students. Now, let us discuss about net force. We have discussed about net force in already previous classes in this chapter. Let me tell more information about net force. More number of forces on a given body. The net force concept comes when we have more number of forces on a given body. Okay. See this picture. This is a table. This is table. The table on a floor. Now a person is standing on the floor. A person standing on a floor. Applying some force on it, on a table. We observe, children, the table kept on a floor. Here a person applied some force in this direction, that is F1 force. The table moved forward the direction. You see in your textbook also. In the second case, here kept a table on a floor, but in this picture the two persons are there. These two persons are applied forces F1 and F2. F1 and F2. These are applied force in the same direction. These are applied force in the same direction. Here net force is equal to F1 plus F2. Both are applied force in the same direction. The resultant force we called net force. Sum of the two forces. Both are acting in the same direction. We observed in the third case. The same table, a person standing here, applied force is F1, and another person is standing here, his applied force is F2. What is the differences here, students? What is the differences here? The same force applied F1 and F2 forces. There are two forces acting, but difference is the force are opposite to each other. So here the resultant force is F net is equal to F1 minus F2 or F2 minus F1. If F1 force is greater F2, we write first F1 force. If F2 force is greater F1, we write first F2 force. So, like this, F1 force, F2 force opposite to each other. Opposite to each other. Then the resultant force F net is equal to F1 minus F2. We have take in the differences two forces. Why we told that the differences forces. If F1 is greater than F2, we write first F1 force. We can say F1 minus F2. So because we have to subtract the value from bigger value. So net force concept comes when we have more number of forces on a given body. Okay. When many forces acting, we have take a resultant force. These resultant force is called net force. We have take another example. You see this picture. We have take here a car. We observe here car. The car in a motion on a road. Generally we know that car is moving because of engine in the forward direction. Because of engine applied force of a car, so it is moving forward direction. Here applied force. Now think, there is another force is acting between wheels and wheels of a car and road. At a point of this is friction. We studied earlier, got it, that is friction. So car has two forces. They are applied force capital F and friction small f. We are indicated small f. So the car net force is equal to, here we observe the car net force is equal to F minus F, capital F minus small f. Why we don't write F plus F? Because they are not in the same direction. They are not in the same direction. So that's why here given sign minus. So here F is greater, capital F is greater, we applied force is greater than friction. I told earlier here which force is greater, that is right first. That is right first. Take another example. Take another example. You see this picture? Here, lift, elevator. You observe elevator. In this lift, a person is standing. In this lift, a person is standing. The lift is moving upward direction. The lift is moving upward direction. Upward direction. In lift, so many forces acting. One is person weight. One is person weight. The weight and lift weight also. Lift weight. It is person weight acting in a downward direction. Person weight acting on a downward direction. Because of it fall on a ground force of gravitation. But it is not fall. But it is not falling. It is moving up. It is moving up. Why it is moving up? Because of here applied force by a mission, lift mission. The mission making the lift up, so that force acting up direction. This is greater than the downward force. Here downward force is F1, upward force is F2. You observed here F2 is greater than F1. F2 is greater than F1. Next point, here two forces are opposite in direction. Opposite in direction. Okay. Two forces are equal and opposite. What happened? Two forces are in equal and opposite. What happened? You see this picture in our textbook also, in the first chapter force. Here two persons are standing opposite to each other. They are applied same force on table. Then net force acting on a body is 0. Then the net force acting on the body is 0. When two forces are equal, the first applied force is F1 and second person is applied force F2. The differences F1 minus F2 is equal to 0. On no force acting on the body, the lift moves. No force acting on the body, the lift move with constant speed. But generally it don't happen. No lift is with constant speed. That's why we standing on it lift. We feel that we are moving up, but are going down we feel, because it is not moving with the constant speed. So because two forces are not equal in generally, F2 is greater than F1, then F net is equal to F2 minus F1. F2 minus F1. When net force exists, then lift moving with constant speed. Then there are moving different speeds. There are moving with different speeds. That's why the lift move with non-uniform speed. It's mean not a constant speed. Okay. When we understand that many forces acting on a body, we have to do the net force should know that what are those many forces on a body. We have to visualize forces on acting on the body. How to we visualize? by the drawing diagram. In physics, whenever want to know the many forces are acting on the body, which there is an acting, which direction acting, we are allowed to by the diagrams, and those diagrams famously called as free body diagram. Free body diagram. You see, observe. Let's see this picture. Free body diagram. Let me call of free body diagram means what is free body diagram? See here a car on a road, a car moving on a road. Here show all forces acting on a car. First force F, applied force because of engine. Between wheels and the road, wheels and the road of here applied force is friction. Opposite to applied force, acting friction, frictional force. Think another force is acting at a point of contact. Here wheels are at a point of contact. We observe normal force. Normal force. The car moving in air. There are air friction having. So many forces acting on a car. Acting on a car. Here we are forgot. In the downward direction, applied force yet that is gravitational force. We indicated by W. So by visualizing, drawing and locating all forces in a diagram, we called a free body diagram. We called a free body diagram. We take another example. Here you see this is rocket. Next example, you will see rocket. This is flying in air. Here we observed or we show the all the forces acting on it. First one, in the right direction, that is applied force, capital F. In the downward direction, applied gravitational force, we observed here. This gravitational force opposite force is acting, that is airlift. Here also having air friction. Air friction. So take a diagram and try to know that all forces acting. Suppose is moving in this direction. So we have air friction also observing. So the rocket has not fall down because of airlift. You draw free body. Right. Whenever you are telling about the force, you should tell that what is the force value and What is the direction of force? Why? Because of force is a vector. So here force is a vector. Vector is a physical quantity. It has magnitude and direction. Magnitude and direction. Now you see this picture. Force is a vector. It has magnitude and direction. We know that scalar have only magnitude. Scalar quantity have only magnitude. We take mass m is equal to 20 kgs. Here kg is magnitude. Time is taken, t is equal to 2 seconds. Is also magnitude. No tell the direction. But I have take a box, its mass is 2 kgs, an object. 2 kgs of mass of an object. Here we applied force F1 3 newtons. 3 newtons. Here Newton is the famous scientist name taken as force unit. Listen children. Vector is a physical quantity which have magnitude and direction. Scalar have only magnitude. So F here applied force 3 newtons on 2 kgs of mass of an object. F 3 newtons. In the second picture also F1 3 newtons applied force. In the same direction F2 applied force is 2 newtons. 2 newtons. We observed earth directions east, west, north, south direction. The first case F net force applied in the right side, that is east direction. In the second case resultant force is F net is equal to, we write F1 plus F2. Why? Because the both forces are acting on the same direction. So sum of all the forces. 2 plus 3 is equal to 5 newtons. The last case, on 2 kgs mass of an object, applied forces F1 3 newtons, F2 2 newtons. Here observed forces both are opposite in direction. Here we observed F1 force is greater than F2. So the resultant force is F net is equal to F1 minus F2. That is equal to 3 minus 2 is equal to 1 Newton. Here we have you think which direction force is acting, which force we taken as which force is heavier than the next force, we taken that is that side direction. So in this case also F1 force is greater, so this direction is right, that means east direction. So Vector means has magnitude and direction. So far we have learned with different types of forces and how to calculate the forces, how did it resultant forces using by free body diagram. Now see the effects of forces. Next, effects of forces. See this paper. Here, effects of forces. Right, children? Change directions of motion. First one is change directions of motion. When we kick the ball, after the ball is moving some direction, after person applied some force, it kicked the ball, this direction change. This direction is change. Change state of the body. Change the football in ground, the state is rest. When it kick on it, it comes to motion. We observed in the football ground. Suppose the ball is in motion, you catch the ball come to stop. In both cases, we applied force. In the first case, we applied muscular force using with the legs in football ground. In the second case, again applying muscular force using by the hands. That's why change of state of and the body. Third one is change shape of an object. Change of speed of an object. In the previous, we observed car is moving on a road. Because here the speed is changes. Because of if friction is more, car speed is increases. When friction is less, car speed is increases. Friction is more, the car speed is decreased. When if friction is less, the car speed is increased. That's why force changes its speed. Last one, changes shape of the body. The balloon, take balloon, inflated balloon, after press it, here we observed shape is changed. We observed in the previous class also, to take a sponge, after press the sponge, it is change its shape. So once a force acting on a body, what happened the body? So many changes happening to the body. These are called effects of forces. First we observed changes direction of the motion of a body. And second one, to change the state of the body. And third one, change speed of an body. And last one, changes shape of the body. See, direction of and body changes in our textbook also. Example, carom board. Here we kick striker with the striker to coin. We here observed the direction of coin or striker changes. Next, pressure. Next one is pressure. Do you understanding that when or carry the school bag, the strips of the school bag observed strips that should be wider. Carry the school bags keeping the strips on your shoulder. These are wider. This is stiff with it's wider. Why the strips size is wider? Another example, the load truck have rear wheels in the back